Today we've got a special treat for you. We're going to make one of our very own creations, and it's called
Don's Amerretto Coffee Liqueur.
There we go. Welcome to Don's Fine Spirits and Wines. I'm Morris, and behind the counter is my lovely assistant Don.
Hi.
This channel is all about making your own adult beverages. We'll cover how to make your own wines, liqueurs, spirits. Maybe a little later we'll do some beer. We invite you on a journey of exploration and learning, and as we show you some of the methods and techniques that we have learned over the last couple of years. And maybe, just maybe, we can help turn you on to a very interesting hobby. We will also post the odd video on how to MacGyver some of the things that you will want and or need to enjoy the craft. Today, we're going to show you how to make your very own
Don's Amerretto Coffee Liqueur.
From scratch. We hope that you enjoy the video and find it useful. If you do, please subscribe to our channel and activate the notifications so that you can see our newest videos when they come out. Let's get started. To make the Don's Amaretto surprise, we're going to need, at different stages, a pot, some kind of a heat source. We're going to be using a hot plate. You're going to need a container that can hold quite a bit of liquid. We're using a 1 gallon carboy. You're going to need measuring cups, something that you can use to stir, a spoon, spatulas. For some reason we might need a knife. Don't know what we're using it for, but we've got it. You're going to need some kind of a peeler or a zester, because we need to get the zest off of some fruit. And is there anything I missed? Ah, yes, we're going to need a funnel. Alright. You could have made the funnel I have in the pot. It looks like a dunce cap. There you go. Well, there goes the sanitation.
Yeah, I was thinking that after I did it.
Alright, by way of ingredients, you're going to need 7.5 cups of relatively high-proof alcohol. Okay. Ideally, you would use rum. In our case, we're using a vodka of sorts. You're going to need 2.5 cups of ground Amaretto coffee beans. I haven't been able to find this in 5 years, and I found some today at the store, which is why you're getting this special treat.
And it smells really good. And I don't like coffee.
No, but boy, does she like liquor. Alright, you're going to need some vanilla extract, about 5 teaspoons. You're going to need about 2 cups of some kind of sugar. We don't have it out just yet because that's a little later on. We will probably be using brown sugar for this recipe. You're going to need 2 cups of water, also not on the table at the moment. You're going to need the zest from a little bit of zest from a lemon and from a lime. Okay. And last but not least, you're going to need about 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon and probably about 1/4 teaspoon of cocoa. Alright. First and foremost, unlike what the lovely Don did a minute ago, it is exquisitely important when working with these products to make sure that everything that you're using has been cleaned and preferably sanitized, including the hands of the cook and the funnel that the cook destroyed by putting it on her hair. So we started with a perfectly sanitized item. Anyway. Now, the first part, the coffee that we bought is pre-ground. In a perfect world, we would be using lightly broken up coffee beans, but since that wasn't available, we're going to go with the ground coffee. It doesn't change much except for your cooking, the processing time. So the lovely Dawn is going to take the lid off of the gallon container. She's going to put the funnel in the container, and we're going to measure out 2.5 cups of the Amerretto coffee. Now we've already measured this, so there's no point to re-measuring it a second time. She's going to pour it into the funnel and use a wooden spoon to pass it, to push it through the hole. Now again, you can use whole beans, you can use coarse ground, whatever. What we normally like to do is we like to get the whole bean. Give it a tap. Done? Tap it. There you go. We'll get there. That's why we do teamwork. Okay. Normally we prefer to use the whole beans, and then we put them in a mortar and pestle and just lightly break them up. But like I said, for this particular coffee, it is not a joke when I tell you that I have not been able to find this coffee now in over 5 years. And today I went to run an errand, and when I was at the store, I literally tripped over the display where they had this coffee, and I said, well, I'm going to have me some Amerretto coffee. And then I got home, and Don said, you know, that would make a great liqueur. So I'm going to go back to the store later and buy another bag so I can have a cup of coffee.
Until I figure out something else to use it for.
It's part of the magic of long-term marriage, how to torture your spouse.
I'm getting pretty good.
Notice she never says a word in the video. I talk about torture, and here she is, front and center. Yeah, that's me.
Almost there, guys. Almost there.
I was just about to say, eventually we'll get the coffee in the... Obviously this would work very well in a largemouth 1-gallon jar. Since we have none available, we're using a 1-gallon carboy, which makes it that much easier, I guess. Jumping Jehoshaphat's girl, are you ever going to get in? Total accident of nature, but it's sitting up like a little prince leaves in the backyard. Oh my God, I think we see the bottom of the funnel.
Yeah, we do.
Don't waste any of that bean at the price that we sold. There you go.
Okay.
Okay, put the funnel aside for the moment. Now well, actually you could probably use the funnel, I just don't see much of a point.
Well, no, I would like to make sure I clear out the funnel.
Yeah. Okay, well for the next part, you're going to put in half a teaspoon of cinnamon.
Whoops. I jumped the gun.
Yeah, we want to put all the dry ingredients so that the wet can wash your funnel out.
So I'm going to use 2/4 teaspoons. Because it seems I grabbed everything, but...
Okay, well, you had a big heap on there. That's good. Don't put any more.
So I had a heaping 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon.
The cinnamon and the cocoa is very subjective. Okay, we put it in, but you may choose not to use it if you don't want to, or you may use more. And it very much depends on how you want it to taste. With this particular recipe, it is actually a first time that we're making it. So we're going with these measurements, and just before we add the syrup and finish it, we can always adjust the cinnamon content and the cocoa content. So now the lovely Dawn is going to add a 1/4 teaspoon of cocoa. I've seen many videos where they use cocoa beans that they grind. I'm quite jealous because in all the time that I've been on the planet, I have never seen cocoa beans sold in my stores. If I could find them, I would probably use them that way. Now Dawn is going to cut a strip of zest off of the lemon and the lime. You don't want to put too much because you don't want it to overpower the flavors. Good interest. No, of course you can't peel with it. Well, that should do it for the lemon. And probably about the same size strip of lime, maybe a little bit smaller because limes are naturally smaller out here. Okay, now I do believe that's it for the vanilla.
Oh.
Okay, for this recipe we're going to start with 5 teaspoons of vanilla extract. One teaspoon. 2. This is exciting, people. 3. Come on, Don. 4. And the last one. 5. There we go. So now we've got the 5 teaspoons of vanilla. Again, when this is finishing, if you taste it and you want it to have a bit more of a vanilla hit, you can always add a bit more vanilla. The one constant that we've learned from all the years that we've spent making things and developing recipes and the like is that no matter how hard you try, you can't take any out when you put too much.
Definitely.
But you can always add a little later if you think that it needs a bit more. Now the next step is Dawn's very favorite part. She's going to measure out and add 7.5 cups of alcohol. Like I said, in this case it's vodka. You can use rum if you prefer. I suppose you can use any kind of alcohol. The higher the proof of your alcohol, the better. So for this recipe we're using a special blend of 75% or 150 proof vodka. And again, something I've never seen in the liquor stores around here. I watched a video recently where a gentleman was using 75% Bacardi high yield rum. I'm a rum drinker from way back. I would kill to get my hands on a bottle of that. That would be 3.
Yep.
Done?
Yep. I just saw a splash.
There you go. Get some air in there.
4. Ooh, look at that color.
I know. If you're using the pure bean, it takes a little longer for the color to infuse. When you use the ground coffee, it goes somewhat faster.
5.
We're coming up on the 6th cup of the wonderful elixir of life. Trust me, if you drink this straight, it will put hair on your chest.
Yeah.
Number 6? Or did you do 6?
6. 6.
This is number 6? We need 1.5. I can guarantee that 1 is going in. As far as the half is concerned, we're not sure. She might put a bit more. The more alcohol she puts in now, the more she drinks later. And a half. Now, because the lovely Dawn also has the nickname of the bull in a china shop, she's going to put her funnel aside after it's finished trickling out the last couple of drops. And now we're going to put the lid on the bottle. And we are going to give the bottle this cocktail shake of a lifetime. You're going to make sure that all the grinds come loose from the bottom. Really give it a good shake, man.
Doesn't look very good.
It doesn't look anything like it's going to taste, I can promise you that. Keep going, you got to really give it a good stir. You also got to fix it so that coffee comes back down.
I know.
Swirl it, make the circle thing. Done. The lovely Dawn. She doesn't learn. We want it to create a whirlpool. So what we do is we give it a little spin. And we go back a little higher. Come on! And we got most of it back. Okay, so now at this stage what we have to do is you want the coffee to completely infuse into the alcohol along with the other flavors. So what you're going to do is we're going to put this in a dark place and we're going to let it sit for somewhere between 3 and 5 days. That's to try and get the most out of the coffee so that we actually get that full Amerretto coffee flavor. So we're going to put this aside now, and we'll check back in with you in about, I guess, for the sake of discussion, we'll say 4 days because it's halfway between 3 and 5. But we'll check back in with you when we're ready to move to the next step. And
so until then,
that's the lovely Dawn.
Yep.
The lovely Dawn. Okay, we'll be back. Amerretto Coffee Liqueur, the filtering. Ooh.
The anticipation.
Okay, so what we're doing here is I'm passing this through 4 layers of tight cheesecloth and a colander, sieve, you name it, whatever you want to call it, and I'm collecting it in a bowl which has been cleaned, sterilized, sanitized, and all that. Okay. Now, what we're trying to do at this point is to get the majority of the grinds out. The grinds are all stuck in the bottom. Alright. This is going to take a few minutes. There we go. The lovely Dawn is going to go wash the... Hey, you want the lid?
Yep.
And is going to go wash the container. Once it has passed through the first filtering, if you want to call it that, the first sieve, we're going to pass it through a coffee filter to make sure that we get that we make this as clear as we can. And again, what we want is the liquid. We don't want the grinds. Alright, so now we've filtered the majority of the grinds out. We're going to start to filter through the coffee filter. This is not a short process. So it's been about 25 minutes. We're completely done.
I'm back.
Now to find out how much we got. Sometimes I surprise myself with my brilliance. Okay. So we got 2.5 and 2.5 is 5 plus 2, so we have 7 cups. Once the filtering is done. So that's it for the filtering. We'll bring it back for the next video, for the next segment, which is going to be adding the sweetener. So until then, have fun, ladies and gentlemen.
Catch you later.
Amerretto Coffee Liqueur, the final chapter. Alright, we're back. Yesterday we strained the coffee grinds out of our basic mix, and today we're going to finish off the liqueur so that it's ready for bottling. So the first step is the lovely Dawn is going to pour the coffee liqueur into the big orange bowl of mixing. Yes, that's the big white funnel of doom. That's going to come in a minute. There we go. Just put the bottle aside for a moment. Maybe over on the other side, out of your way. Okay, so now what we need to do is, this is just alcohol and coffee grinds. We need to turn it into the liqueur. What we've done is, before we started the video, we prepared a batch of a simple syrup. Now, simple syrup is 1 cup of water to 1 cup of sugar, and you heat it to dissolve to make sure that the sugar is completely liquefied. It makes it a lot easier to do this mix. And the reason for the big white funnel of doom, hold on a second, the reason for the big white funnel of doom is to make sure that no particles get into the mix. So now the lovely Dawn's going to pour it. We've pre-measured about half of what we're going to use. This is about 6 cups of sugar water, 1500 milliliters. Okay. Now the lovely Dawn's going to give that a good stir. The lovely Dawn didn't bring herself a spoon for tasting. While the lovely Dawn is stirring that, the not so lovely Morris is going to head and get a spoon for the lovely Dawn to taste with.
I wish you people could smell this. It smells very good.
Keep talking.
So I'm just stirring to make sure it all gets mixed. Also, make sure that your sugar water, your sugar syrup has cooled down. You don't want to add it in boiling. You'll kill some of your alcohol if you do. But the smell is really good. I'm going to taste this for the first time. And again, it's all for taste. We added the amount we were going to start with, and might add more. Always add more. You can't take out.
We know how much liquid we have to add to get the alcohol per volume that we want, but now we're just deciding how much sugar we want. See, I got a small spoon for the lovely Dawn.
sugar. Whoa! Yep. More sugar.
Okay, so how much more do you want to put in at this point?
300 more, try?
Well, I wouldn't go any less than 6.
Okay. So we're going 6. Just give me a second. I'm out of camera getting more.
No, they can see you. I adjusted it so that you got about half of this.
Okay. 600 more. Do it the same way as before, just to make sure. Again, it's all to taste.
When we say 600, we're talking milliliters. That's about 2.5 cups. The reason we use milliliters is it's actually easier. On the same measuring cup, we have milliliters on one side and cups on the other. Milliliters break it down into smaller segments, so it's easier to measure. I'm not proponents of the metric system, but at that level it is handier.
Still has a very strong alcohol taste. But I think what I'm going to do...
Hold on just a second, young lady. It's going to have a strong taste because you still have basically a quart of liquid to add. So like you've got 2100 that you've put in so far, right? And we're going to 3160. So if you want to put in another 600 of sugar and see what it's all about.
I think it's sweet enough.
Okay, we'll try adding 600 of water. The pitcher's beside you. Again, inside of that funnel is a fine mesh. We use it just to make sure that nothing we don't want gets into this.
And no matter how careful you are,
that puts you at 27. You still have 450 or so to go.
I find the sweetness good. But you know what I think I want to add? I think I want to add a capful of vanilla because I don't taste the vanilla at all.
Okay.
Personally. You don't have to. You can actually add, like, let's be honest, an orange extract, a lemon extract, an almond extract. You can have a lot of fun. Does that count as liquid?
Yeah, kind of.
That's getting better.
Okay, to finish your liquid, you have 450 to go. Why don't you make half and half?
Okay. Good idea, Morris. Good idea.
Like 250 of the sugar syrup and 200 of water.
Okay.
We did say 450, right?
Yeah. That's where I was going to.
There we go.
Funnel again.
With the amount of liquid that we've added to the alcohol that we had when we started, this is going to finish at about 25%. Normally, if you buy a chocolate liqueur from our liquor commission,
Coffee.
A coffee liqueur from our liquor commissions, you're going to be somewhere between 17 and 21%. We like a little bit stronger. Well,
Don't mind it.
remember, it's still got to sit for about 2 or 3 days to make sure everything marries.
I think I'm going to get the lovely Morris to try it. He'll be in there. He'll be in the background giving his opinion.
Hide your women and children. Morris is drinking. Yeah, that's nice. You got just a hint of the Amerretto.
Yeah, just a hint.
Okay, so now you've successfully made your very own Amerretto coffee liqueur. This is the very first time that we've tried it. You can do the same thing with any flavored coffee grinds or beans. We've been dying to try this.
Yeah.
So now, does the lovely Dawn want us to shut the video at this point, or do you want to fill your jars so everybody can see what it looks like in your...
I think we'll fill, and whatever's left over, I'll fill off camera.
Okay, so give me the funnel, give me your jar, your jug, pour slowly. Try and get more of it in the funnel.
I'm trying. It's heavy.
Just slow down.
What I'll do is I'll get a certain amount in, let you see, and then we'll shut down.
Put your bowl down. Give me your other funnel. This has already been filtered.
Yes, filtered a lot.
I'm just gonna make a mess.
Oh yeah, we've already made a mess. That's the problem with working in this kitchen.
Okay.
Alright.
Go, go, go. All over the table.
Yeah.
Keep going. You need another cup or two. Keep going. Keep going. Slow down. Another sip. Go, go. Go.
Those are big sips.
Okay.
So now it's got to settle, because as you can see, we've been playing around with it, so it's basically upset with us.
Alright, so there you go. This is 25% Amerretto coffee liqueur, and that's a 1 gallon bottle.
And there's more.
Yeah, the lovely Dawn's going to be in a very good mood for the next couple of days. The not so lovely Morris comes up with a lot of these recipes, but the not so lovely Morris doesn't drink. I have a glass now and again to be sociable like. And notice the lovely Dawn wiping the jar down because it's got syrup. Of course, she's not going to wipe the front where all the syrup leaked. There we go.
Now it's still warm, so it still needs time to...
Spread the, open up your face cloth. Put it down so that you can wipe the bottom of the bottle. There you go.
Do you want to take your little flashlight and show them the color through if we can get?
Good luck.
Hey, you never know, we might get lucky.
This is what happens when you're cheap. Don't think this
it's still very dark. Oh well.
This just the light on this camera is not very strong. So,
Okay.
you're not going to see much, unfortunately.
Okay.
But there you go. So now, let's assume for the moment that you very much enjoyed this video, complete with all the errors and mistakes that we normally make.
The spilling and the mess.
Recipe said, you know what, these people look like they're having fun. So the next step for you is shameless self-promotion time. You're going to hit that subscribe button. You're going to click on the notification bell.
And please press like.
There we go. The lovely Dawn will be liked, and you'll have the luxury of seeing our newest videos as soon as they come out. So until next time, this is Morris.
And I'm Dawn.
Enjoy your hobby.
Thank you.